Yup. You read right. I spent $600 on two Digimon cards. And no, not these Digimon. Not these. This. The actual Digimon TCG, the trading card game. The new revamped, not the old school one, not the old nostalgic one, the brand new one. And I'm going to show you a little bit why. And was it smart? Probably not. There's so much other things you can spend $600 on. You could spend it on Pokemon or Pokemon or probably Pokemon. Honestly, even maybe Yu-Gi-Oh might have been better, or even Magic might have been better. But you know, I was like, hey, I've wanted these Digimon cards for the longest time. Like, you guys have no idea how long I've wanted at least one of these two cards. And then the other one kind of came my way, and I was like, well, sure, let's do it. So I'm going to show you guys the cards. I have this pulled up. I kind of like to show some sort of presentation with it. It's kind of more fun. So before I do that, I will show the cards off later as well and where I got them. So anyways, let's go into the slideshow for Digimon trading card game. There we go. Sorry, I was like, why isn't it updating? Okay, so first of all, the first one that we picked up is this serialized Omnimon. And I'm going to do another video showing it in right here on the screen. So as you can already tell, I got the 021 out of 500. Personally, I don't really care too much about the serial number. If you gave me a 001, that's amazing. I'm not going to pay 10 times the price for a 001 over 115 or 197 or like those kind of things. I do like the fact that it's serialized. I think it's really cool. I do like that it's under 100. It's actually a lower number, but I paid a little bit over what the market was for these at the time. I was not going to pay too much extra. The guy kind of talked with me. We kind of worked out a deal. I believe I paid $370 because it was from overseas, so it has some like shipping fees included, so maybe like $370 if I remember. I will tell you, one thing that's really bad about Digimon is the quality control is garbage. Oh my gosh, guys, when I got this card in the mail, this thing looked like it was used as a little a floss. Looked like it was used as teeth floss. And I was like, oh my gosh, this looks terrible. But, it doesn't really matter. Serialized cards, they're just cool for what they are. It's probably on a grade. Usually a little more lenient on edges on Digimon cards just because how bad they are. The front is perfect. The front looks amazing. No scratches or any dents or anything. I think it's going to be at max a 9, most likely an 8. So it's going to be 8 or 9. Doesn't matter really. Serialized cards don't really matter too much because they already have that inherent rarity to them with the number. Typically, if you have like a 001 out of a 300 or 1,000, if it grades a 5, if it grades a 10, if it grades a 7, the price really shouldn't change at all because it's still the 001. When you have cards when it's like, out of 500, then a PSA 10, 150 could cost more than like a PSA 9, like 100 or 70 or something. So it really depends on the buyer, seller, where they all kind of negotiate to, what kind of they agree with on price. The price is really weird on serialized cards. But anyways, I'm going to show you right here. This Omnimon is actually a top 8 prize card for regionals. So for playing Digimon trading card game and regionals, if you got top 8, you would get a serialized Omnimon card. I think it's really cool. I love cards that are like essentially prize cards. I love cards that you have to win and you have to really be good at. Exactly reason why I bought it. I did not play that. I do not play that well. I used to play back in BT 1 to BT 6. So that's very, very long ago. They're in like BT, I think like 20 now, 300 or something. But it's still really cool. I think it's a really cool fact that, someone won this, and, I think that's a pretty good price for the card. I think it looks awesome. It has like a really old school aspect to it. And then now we're going to talk about the new guys. So Bandai is on a tear right now. They're like, oh, serialize everything. So they just serialized Dragon Ball. They just serialized the Digimon cards. And let me tell you, these cards are going nuts. I like them a lot. They look amazing. They actually do look better than this Omnimon. I will say the Omnimon's really clean. It's really nostalgic looking. But in terms of, higher quality, using modern technology, the War Greymon and the Metal Garurumon, phenomenal. So these are actually out of 300 right here in English. And I will just say they are a lot more than the Omnimon. So let me go ahead and scroll to it. Actually, before, which would you select? Which one's your favorite? I love Omnimon. Believe it or not, he's not my favorite Digimon. My favorite Digimon is Vmon, the Vmon line. Imperial Dramon, Pale Dramon, Vmon, Xvmon, that whole line. Magnamon, like anything Vmon related is my favorite. It goes up to Imperial Dramon, probably is my favorite kind of Digimon group, like fusion. But I do love Omnimon. I mean, who doesn't love Omnimon? I think you have to love Omnimon if you like Digimon. So anyways, let's go look at the prices. So, here we are. The Omnimon Serialized Regional Top 8 card is now $550. I think it did go up probably because of the serialized hype with these two. Because I told you, like, this card was literally like $300 when I bought it. I paid a little over just because it was a low serial. And I was just like, sure, it's just like $50 more what I was already going to pay. It was worth my time really to just buy one, get it out the way, and it was cool. Number 21. It's kind of lame. It's a cool number. I can't really be mad about it. The card doesn't look that good, like quality wise, but it's still a good serial. The War Greymon looks absolutely insane. I would really advise you guys to look up some photos and videos. The gold, the kind of ghost ray aspect to both these cards, literally, so beautiful. Up to 300, so 200 less. The only thing that's different is you don't earn these through play. So it's a little different kind of stakes. The Omnimon, you had to get top 8, so it's like a prize card. But these cards could say more rare because there's less of them. Also, it's just pure chance. However, they look amazing. I love exactly how they did them, but they are expensive. $1,000, nearly $1,000 for War Greymon, and $750 for the Metal Garurumon. I would buy these if they were less. I'm not crazy about Digimon. I love Digimon completely. I will show binders later if you guys like this video. I would love to show more of my Digimon stuff, my Digimon collection. Graded Digimon. A whole bunch of raw cards, like in binders. Majority older cards, but I will say these are out of my price range for what I want to spend on a Digimon card. But they are beautiful, and if you have them or bought them, kudos to you. I think they look great. Next up, we have Ghost Omnimon. Now, let me tell you guys, Ghost cards, especially when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, have been some of the hottest things ever. So let's lower this down a little bit. Ghost Yu-Gi-Oh, implementing Ghost Rares was probably some of the most amazing use of the modern technology and completely changed the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. You still have Yu-Gi-Oh collectors to this day collecting Ghost Rares. I love Ghost Rares. I've always loved Ghost Rares, especially most of the cards they use for Ghost Rares, like Stardust Dragon, Honest, Black Rose Dragon, Rainbow Dragon. The list goes on and on and on. The the older vintage Ghost Rares are by far the best. Just the way they did them. Just also the sheer rarity of a Ghost Rare. You had I think it was one per case. I don't know if it was guaranteed, but it was damn near guaranteed for Ghost Rares. Anyways, when BT6 announced this Omnimon, if we just look at the colors, guys, which I'm gonna show right here down below with my hands in another video, or on the screen right here. Just look at the red and the blue, just how it really just pops with the card. Just the white overlay. It is just like a whitewashed card with the blue and red. I don't know. It's just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It just looks so amazing. And I kid you not, guys. This card, when it came out, it had to have been $1,000, maybe $600, $1,000 plus. It was back then when this card came out. Lucimon and Omnimon Zwart Those were like $100+ cards. So this was, I don't remember exactly how much, but it was a lot. And we hunted boxes for this. Never got it. And when I looked at Digimon the last year or two, obviously a lot of older Digimons kind of tanked a lot. Which if I ever do show my binder, if you guys want to see that, please let me know. I will show you. I've probably lost so much money, guys. Like, maybe just as much as losing money on this if I did. I've spent so much money on Digimon, and for all of it to just kind of go down the drain. I still like the cards. I still have them. The art's amazing. But this card, when it was like $300, I was like, really? I can finally own like the Ghost Rare Omnimon? And I was like, I don't need it. But I want it, and I've always wanted it. I wanted it more than the cereal. So this was actually the card that kind of got me back into getting some Digimon cards. And I'm so happy I got it. If we look at the Imperial Digimon, that is actually my favorite Digimon, within the Vmon line. $50, guys. A Ghost Rare. So I don't really know exactly if it's like a full Ghost Rare. It looks like a Ghost Rare. I was out of the game when that card came out. I was still kind of in with Alphamon. But, guys, $50, like, that's what, like, a box or two? That's probably one box. Like, it looks so amazing. I'm going to have to buy one of those. And the Alphamon, a black Ghost Rare, looks so sick. That card was like $400 plus. So if any of you guys were thinking about getting some really amazing cards, really low rates, really great prices, I would really look into the Ghost Rares of Omnimon, Imperial Digimon, and Alphamon. You literally can't beat these prices, guys. And then let me scroll down to the next post. I did want to actually make note of this too. I thought it was pretty cool. So I will be honest, I don't believe this is true. It could be. This is where you get into kind of the weird statistics of like when you're not doing like 1 per case ratios, because say like in this case it says 1 per 6 booster cases. You could have 6 crazy cases and get 6 Ghost Rares, or you could have 6 terrible cases and get 0. You can get 12 cases and get 0. It's just like it's one of those things where when you don't get into like those kind of ratios, it gets kind of weird in my opinion. Maybe if there's like pallets, there's a certain ratio by pallet, and then how many cases are in a pallet, and then you can kind of deduce if that is like 1 per 6, then maybe that's the case. I didn't think it was that much, but yeah, these are honestly like if you guys collect One Piece, or because like I do a lot of One Piece, or I used to do kind of like a lot of One Piece trading card game videos on my channel. It's kind of like the OG manga, guys. Like first it was Ghost Rares of Yu-Gi-Oh being 1 per case, then it was mangas. Then this, and then kind of mangas which aren't 1 per case. It's like 1 every 2 to 3 cases ish. So it's like it's really that super rare aspect. And this is, you're literally thinking about a Ghost Rare for $150 to $50 to $300, and you'd have to open up 12 to 36 booster boxes just to get one of these. It's like, it just makes so much sense. I think they're amazing looking cards. Let me know what you guys think. What would you rather have? Would you rather have a Ghost Rare Omnimon or a serialized Omnimon? Would you rather collect all the serialized cards or collect all the Ghost Rares? Let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like the content. I hope you like kind of how I did this. I kind of want to do this kind of style more in the future. And it's kind of fun. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please... Sorry, my dog's going crazy. Please leave a like and comment what you think. Please let me know anything I can do to make these videos better. And it helps if you support the channel. And I appreciate you guys. Catch you later. Peace.